Hello there. A lot of people have asked me how I do my drawings for my paintings, and there are three ways really, and they all have their pros and cons, and it's something that has a bit of debate on the internet as well. That's tracing versus drawing, and I'm throwing in a third one, using the grid method. So the first one I'm doing is tracing. So why do I trace? Well, tracing's fast, it's accurate, and it's really useful if you're doing a commission or you want to do something that requires a high level of accuracy. Now some people call it cheating, and I get that, but I love the painting. The drawing is just a very small, very quick part of giving me the construction I need to do my painting. It gets me where I want to be, and I can start doing all the fun stuff like the colours and the brush strokes and the fills and the texturing and the feathering and the blending and all that cool stuff. So now I've laid bare my insecurities about tracing, let's get on to the method I use. Well, you can see here I've got this monitor from the 1950s that I just plug in. It was free. I think I got it from a garage sale. I'm not worried if it gets damaged. I just lay it flat, plug it in, set it up as an additional monitor, and use it as a light box. And that's how I trace my drawings for painting. Okay, method 2, drawing freehand. This is creative and loose. You get to do whatever you want. This is great for pure imagination, so there's no limit to what you can draw, clearly. And this is the style this is what I love doing when I'm doing my cartoons and my creations. I've been drawing my whole life. If it's not a commission of something specific, I just draw, and I maybe do some reference drawings, do a bit of practice. Something like Cthulhu here, I spent the week prior just doodling and sketching in my sketchbook, just coming up with ideas. I wanted to have a mushroom man who had delved too much into the deep lore and had summoned demons and ended up transforming himself into a Cthulhu-esque monster with the tentacles and so on. Clearly there was no way I was going to find a picture of that and trace it. It's nothing but a flight of fancy. So drawing is great for the creative works that I do. But again, it's just the first step towards getting some composition down on paper that I can then have fun painting. The drawing for this took maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes. The painting itself took 6 hours. The third method is the grid method. It's kind of a halfway between freehand drawing and tracing. I'll put a link to my full tutorial for this method in the description. However, I just want to talk about when you'd use this really. And it does fall between tracing and drawing. And it might be if you want to get your drawing skills up, but you don't want to draw completely freehand and you feel uncomfortable with tracing because you think it's cheating. Well, this is a good way to do it. What you end up with is a very accurate drawing. It is essentially an accurate copy of a drawing, but you have drawn it freehand. My thinking on this though is, if you want an accurate copy of an existing picture and you really want to focus on your painting, not your drawing, then you might as well trace. However, I do sometimes enjoy using the grid method just because of the pure drawing that's involved, and sometimes I like to mix it up. So if you're looking for a conclusion about these three methods, I'd have to say use whichever one you like. Painting is about having fun and expressing yourself. I paint to relax, I paint because I love it, and I do whatever I want and whatever method I want, and I don't really care about whether it's cheating or copying or anything else. I just enjoy the process, and you should too. Do what you love, do whatever works for you, do what makes you happy. If you want to practice something new, good. If you want to stick with what you're doing, also good. Just keep drawing, keep painting, and have fun. Cheers.